Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Russell, and I am bringing you another 1v1 cast. This is a platinum level cast, so it is going to be a little bit more different than the previous ones I have. And in the bottom bottom right, we have yeast. Yes, we have yeast. The bacteria yeast. Okay. Kind of befitting for a Zerg player, don't you think, with the creep and everything? Alright, I like what he's going for. And in the bottom left, we have Elcoco. Okay, alright. Elcoco, the blue Terran. So it is a ZVT, a Terran versus Zerg. And I'm going to just basically spam these tabs because I haven't really been using them as much as I should. Excuse me. And it is like, I want to say 1:30 in the afternoon, and I woke up like half an hour ago. Rough night. Anyways, we do see Elcoco going off to block off this entry point. And a little bit about this map, I don't remember the name of it, but I do know that it does have a natural right here with entry point right here with a pretty big ramp. So if you're able to basically protect this ramp, you can easily secure this natural expansion. And it is close positions. So, well, close positions by air and close positions by ground too, as you can see the arc taken here by the Terran player. And the Terran player is seeing this here, so he does know, okay, the Zerg is exactly right here, and he did see that scouting drone also. And the Zerg is going for a 16 hatch, it looks like, or 15 hatch if you take away that that drone there. And if you see here, if you guys see this, I don't know if you know what that is, but he's got the horde symbol. Pretty baller. And yes, I am a WoW player. My account is actually not hacked, but it was hacked and it's locked right now, so I need to get that fixed. But we have the Terran player waiting for, I believe he's going to be waiting for an expansion also. No, he is not. He is queuing up 3 Marines. Just one Marine now. He did kind of queue up 3, and he does have his orbital command going down, so he will be able to send down mules, scan, etc. And we still have the Zerg player not knowing where the Terran player is, and the Terran player is throwing it down a bunker, going to try and force the cancel on this hatchery. But will he be able to finish this bunker in time? Because this SCV is almost dead, and just like 1 or 2 more hits from this, and the SCV will go down in the bunker. It does not finish, so he will pull off a few drones, and he would just basically... Okay, he's just pulling off a few drones, and he is sending a Marine. 2 Marines. What he needs to be doing is he needs to be sending an SCV down there to finish that bunker, to try and basically force any, no units being made here. But we do see 2 Zerglings coming out of the field because we do have the spawning pool down now. But we do not see any gas. We won't see the speedling boost at all yet. And I believe Elcoco is just now figuring out, oh hey, my barracks didn't finish, so he ends up canceling that. And we have the 2 Zerglings on the way, and we have the Marine getting attacked by the drones, and the Zerglings getting this round on him. He needs to, oh no, he's going to lose every single Marine. And these Zerglings will easily take out this Marine. And we do see the drone coming out over here, finally to scout what is going on in this Overlord. What did the Overlord see? And he saw that, okay, he's got the gas, and he's got the orbital command already, and that he does have a barracks and a wall off right here. But he doesn't know what is going on in the inside of the base, so we see a factory, a barracks, and a starport going on, and the factory is producing the tech lab, so he will be getting siege tanks. And if we see an armor, he'll be getting Thors, because who doesn't want to get Thors? Thors are badass. And we do finally see Yeast doing that creep spread. He needs another queen doing creep spread out over here also, and he did do the extractor trick, but I'm not sure as to why he did it right then. Did he get 100? No, he didn't even get a gas, so I don't know why he did the extractor trick right then and there. And we see one of these Zerglings taking the Zelnaga watchtower. Because he can afford to, he should send at least 1 Zergling to every single Zelnaga watchtower to take control of all of them. And is that what he's going to be doing? It looks like he might be doing something of the sort, or at least sending them to at least the 2 closest, so he can get information on if his opponent will be coming this way, or if his opponent will be coming this way. So he will be able to see exactly where his opponent will be coming, unless if they kind of skirt around and go the back way here and Reapers like jump over or use medevacs to hop the units up and over. That's why you want to be spreading your creep in your main base. As a Zerg player, you want to get your creep extended all over your main base, so you don't even really have to worry about, okay, is there going to be a drop? You'll be able to see it the moment it happens. And also maybe get this expansion and get the creep down also. Just something to think of. And we do see 2 Zerglings going out, doing a little scouting, going to see if this expansion is up, and no, this expansion is not up, and we do not even have the expansion on the way. And what we saw here, oh, very nice. Elcoco, instead of using this tech lab to make siege tanks, he's going for a quick Banshee Ghost Harass. So, actually, I'm not really sure if this is quick, but it is going to be very effective against this army, because he will have, excuse me, he will have Ghost, not Ghost, he will have Cloak. Why did I say a quick Banshee Ghost Harassed? You guys know what I meant. You know I meant Cloak. And the Cloak is just about to finish here. And we don't even have one Spore Crawler from Yeast. We only have Spine Crawlers blocking off his main. No Spore Crawlers in the base. And no Spore Crawls in the main base either. So this Banshee is going to do a ton of damage. Are these going to be seen? These are going to be seen by this Overlord. And the Overlord, the moment it is seen, he does morph it into an Overseer. And does he have any more morphing into Overseers? And no, he does not. So these Banshees are going to do a ton of damage on the side. And we also have the main army moving out. We have 3 Hellions and like 15 Marines. Those Hellions just zapping away that Zergling. And these Hellions are going to do massive amounts of damage against this army because it is just pure Zerglings at this point in time. If we go to the unit stat, we have 21 Zerglings, 1 Overseer, and 4 Queens. So these Queens might be able to deter this along with these Spine Crawlers. And no, those Hellions are going to go down very quickly. Those Hellions need to be backing up and waiting for the Marines. And no, he takes out every single Hellion. And so those Zerglings paid for themselves. Those Hellions did not. But we do see the Banshee Harass going down in the bottom corner, and he's not pulling any of these drones off. He's just letting these drones being taken out one by one. He's losing so many drones at this point in time. I don't know how he's going to be able to finally using his reaction, a very slow reaction time, to pull off all of those drones. And let's just check these Banshees. 8 kills off that Banshee, 9 kills off that Banshee. He needs to use Cloak so he can, yes, there we go. Cloak on the Queen, taking out 1 Queen. No, the Transfusion goes down. And he only has 1 energy for 1 more transfusion, and at the same time another Banshee on the other side coming out, and we see all of these Marines coming from the backside, going to try and skirt around these Spine Crawlers. They did break down the back rocks. No, it was just a huge ramp. I think there actually were back rocks. Let me check. It was just a huge ramp, because it should be out the same on the same side. But no, we are seeing these Marines kind of skirting around, getting taken out, getting surrounded by these Zerglings. These Marines will be going down. What he needs to do is use these Banshees to take out the Queens, to take out... Oh, that Banshee got destroyed. And did he lose every single Banshee? No, I believe he did lose almost every single Banshee. Yes, because those Queens took him out, and he's still using Cloak, even though the Overseer is right there. So, Elcoco doing a ton of harassment, a ton of mineral line damage, and a little damage to the units also, almost taking out a Queen. But we do see the Hydralisk Den down, and he does see that this Hydralisk Den is down, but he's just getting attacked and attacked over and over again at his main base. So he's losing so many so many drones. He needs to take out the one on the gas. Take out the one on the gas. Yeah, there you go. Took out the one on the gas. The Overseer is on its way. Elcoco needs to just back out while he's ahead here. And he loses that Banshee also. But I believe most of these Banshees are paying for themselves over and over again. So he just basically keeps going back and forth, back and forth. So this harassment is very well done by Elcoco. And if I was in Yeast's shoes, I'd just be so pissed off right now. Because he's not really able to make anything. Like, he's down to 400 minerals a minute. And he just doesn't have anything being produced or on the way. And we do finally see this second expansion going up for Elcoco, so he is getting close to being mined out at his main, and he does have quite a few SCVs here. I believe that's in preparation for transferring some down to this main, or down to this expo. And will we see any transferring down? I don't think so. Maybe not. Nope. I don't think we will. And we are seeing... Oh, there we go. Finally, we are seeing some being transferred down. And he is making an SCV, but... Oh, okay. I see what's going on there. It is on a mineral patch that is now gone, but it'll just lead to another mineral patch. And we do see 2 missile turrets going down. Is this the right move for him to do? Is there going to be drops, or is there going to be mutas? No, there is not going to be mutas on the field that I can see. We do not have a greater spire on the way. And there's not even any Hydralisk on the way. All Yeast is able to do right now is just build drones because he's so far behind in the economy. And that queen does go down, but this Banshee needs to back up or else he will be killed, but it doesn't really matter because he paid for himself also. When we finally see Yeast putting down that Spore Crawler to deal with those Banshees, we need one in his natural also, which to be honest with you is kind of his main mineral mining base at this point in time because he has so few drones. He needs to keep up with the inject larva, and he is keeping up with the inject larva. With these larvas, he needs to be making those drones. I mean, there's really nothing else he can do right now other than drone up. But we finally see Infernal Pre-Igniter from Elcoco, and we see the armory going down, 2 more Hellions, 1 medevac, 2 siege tanks, and siege tech finally on the way for Elcoco. So Elcoco's transitioning into a ground army now because he does have that Infernal Pre-Igniter. I think I was saying Thermal Pre-Igniter like the last game I casted with it, so I'm sorry about that. And we have 3 factories from Elcoco. With that armory, he will be able to build Thors, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do see some Thors being played. And he does have more than enough. Well, he is supply block, so he does need to get some more some more supply depots. And yes, we do see 1 Thor being produced, 2 more Hellions on the way also. And the medevac, he is supply block. Does he know that? Is he building? Sorry, 1 second, my ear itches. He's actually building another command center instead of another supply depot. So where is that being built at? I see that right there. Where are you at, you tricky command center? Oh, okay, he's building it actually at the base instead of inside his base to protect it and then lift it off. But he has so many minerals, he needs to be spending that. He needs to do something with those minerals, but he has supply blocks, so he really can't. So this might be the downfall of him because we do finally see investors coming out onto the field, and we have so many larvae here from Yeast, not even utilizing the inject larva here anymore. He really needs to use this larva to his advantage, because if he's able to use this larva, he will be able to produce a few drones. There we go, finally making 10 drones at once to start getting his economy back up and in shape. And we do have another hatchery going down for Yeast. This is extremely late to be happening for him, and we do finally see this army moving out, and we will see scan being used to take out, oh, and a fungal growth on almost everything there. Those marines almost dead. We just need to see 1 more fungal growth and almost everything, all those marines will go down, and we are seeing almost every single marine being taken out, but this medevac doing her job and dropping off for that high ground vision. The fungal growth is just almost going to decimate these tanks, and with this guy having high ground vision, Yeast is just pretty much screwed here at this base. He is still mining from it slightly, but not too much, and we do finally see this command center finish for Elcoco. Need to see a few units being trained here to increase his mining capability, and we do see the creep tumor being spread from Yeast. So, like I keep saying, Elcoco though just keeps supply blocking himself, so he's not able to really build that many units, and he drops 2 mules to repair these siege tanks. So, and how many fungal growths will we see? That siege tanks goes down. We are seeing fungal growth used everywhere, and the Marauder almost lives, and we still have high ground vision because of this medevac. And all of those Zerglings being roasted from the Infernal Pre-Igniter, and Yeast throwing down the GG. There's just really nothing Yeast could do during that Banshee harass, because his economy was just so slashed because he didn't pull his drones off quick enough that there was really nothing he could do. What he basically should have done is this right here. 1 or 2 and he would have been set. That's all he needed was 1 or 2 Spore Crawlers, and he would have easily won. He would have easily been able to hold off. The game would have been pushed even farther back into the mid to late game and everything like that. The investors would have done a lot more damage, etc., etc. They're like a needless but slightly slower. Alright, so it looks like Yeast might actually make Elcoco destroy everything in his base, but I'm not entirely positive that's really going to happen. And yes, are we going to see? No, we don't see any fungal growth. Nothing. Oh, there we go. So we see 1 fungal growth, but that's about it. And yes, it does look like Yeast is going to make Elcoco do quite a bit more damage. And there we go. The game is over. Yeast left the game. So, even at a platinum level play, you can see people still make mistakes. They still need to do some things that they should have done, like after a certain harass. Like after a certain harass, like after the first Banshee or two were at Yeast space, he should have, bam, quick draw McGraw, pulled off his drones, and the moment after that left, a Spore Crawler. Just basically, that's really all he needed was one Spore Crawler, like right here, or one like right here, like right outside his gas, and he would have been safe. And then the same goes for this base, but he put those Spore Crawlers down way too late. If he would have put them down a lot earlier, the game might have changed pace. He would have been able to actually push out, attack, push, they would have been able to exchange a little bit more, but it was all Elco doing basically everything. So, and basically all really Elco could have done was, oh hey, don't supply block himself, because he's still supply blocked right here. He would have been able to easily produce a huge army. He even had the Thors out, and he had one more on the way, so he did have more Banshees on the way. But yeah, that's basically really all he could have done, was produce more supply depots, and these bunkers were kind of useless, so he could have sold those anyways. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe, rate, comment, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.